for us to redirect the affairs of this country and secure that which should be secured and enable the party to redirect and rebuild this country. He has promised Nigerians a free, fair, and transparent election, which he is here today to midwife. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, my honor and privilege to welcome to the microphone Professor Iyache Ayo, His Excellency, the former President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. National Chairman, sir.
The Chairman of the Board of Trustees of our great party, Senator Wale Jibrin, the Deputy Chairman North, the Deputy Chairman South, members of the National Working Committee, Your Excellencies, the governors of the PDP, other members of Board of Trustees, all presidential aspirants, all dignitaries and members of our great party, distinguished gentlemen of the press, fellow Nigerians. It is my honor and privilege to stand here before you to make this address to not only our great party members, but to all Nigerians. 6 months ago, this present NWC assumed office at the National Secretariat of the party, popularly known as Wadata Plaza. We had been elected into office about 2 months earlier. Some of our pledges to you were to unite the party, rescue the country from the grip of mediocrities, and commence the rebuilding process. Given that the party was in disarray and the country itself in a very bad shape, ours was a daunting task by all standards. But you didn't give us your mandate to make excuses. The trust you reposed in us was to get to work. And that is what we have been doing the past 6 months. One of the first things we did was to organize a national retreat. The retreat afforded the new leadership the opportunity to meet with stakeholders of all demographics. We brought resource persons who presented very incisive papers on various sectors of the economy, on security, agriculture, industrialization, job creation, human capital development. The retreat essentially nudged us in the direction of our roadmap and sharpened our focus. And from there, we have not looked back. In the intervening period, we have worked hard to unite, rebrand, and reposition the party. Knowing the place of ideas, innovation, and research in party administration and governance, one of the first things we did was to revive the intellectual arm of the party. That is the People's Democratic Institute. I'm happy to announce that a repositioned PDI has been relocated to a serene and befitting place in Asokoro, and will commence earnest operation from there next month. We are also engaging critical stakeholders like the media, INEC, civil societies, and the international community. we have achieved varying degrees of success. However, we are humble enough to acknowledge that there is much work to be done. For instance, we have followed the time-honored PDP tradition of organizing free, fair, transparent, and credible primaries. We started with primaries of Ekiti and Osun states. Difficult as it was, candidates emerged from those credible processes and they await their ultimate victories at the polls less than 2 months from today. We followed up with free and fair area council primaries in the Federal Capital Territory. The result of that was the superlative performance of our great party in the council elections that followed. We swept the polls in their entirety. If in the end we were forced to share our electoral wins with the ruling APC, it is because we believe INEC failed its independence test. But it also means we must continue to awaken the electoral empire to its sacred duty of impartiality. And we have done fairly well in the by-elections that have held across the country. If we competed on level playing grounds, if INEC were resistant to external pressures, and if security agents did not militarize some of the election environments, your great party, the PDP, Nigeria's only organic party, would have done much better. But the by-elections serve as a very important point. They are a referendum on APC's misrule. The outcomes of the elections show that Nigerians want us back to power. And the reasons are obvious. Nigeria is now both the poverty capital of the world. Also, Nigeria is the third most terrorized country. The economy has collapsed. Government now prints or borrows money to pay salaries. Unemployment is about 35%. Government now shares sovereignty with terrorists. Bandits now regulate domestic travel, be it by road, by rail, or by air. The litany of wars is endless. So, the return of the PDP will be daybreak. Nigerians have woken up from the anesthesia of false premises. They have seen the limit of propaganda, and they want a return to development which PDP represents. Our focus is on 2023, but we see taking both Osun and Ekiti in the July election as our low-hanging fruits. The electoral triumphs from there will sustain our momentum, boost the morale of party members, and amplify our notice to the overwhelmed APC that PDP is coming. In December, when we took over, I urge you all to keep hope alive, that with PDP, Nigeria shall rise again. Today, as I welcome all you delegates, observers, and stakeholders to our national convention, I repeat the same words to you. Don't lose hope. Don't give up on Nigeria. PDP is coming to the rescue. I wish all of us a very successful national convention, one that follows the PDP tradition of credible primaries. Whoever wins tonight, may our party, democracy, and Nigeria win. And may it be a big win for all of us. And by the powers conferred on me by Section 35 of the People's Democratic Party Constitution, I formally declare this convention open, and I thank you all.
BD